Ben Knight reporting there from the US. The Dalai Lama arrived in Sydney this morning to a welcome by hundreds of people from the Tibetan community. It's his 10th visit to Australia. Rachel Pupazzoni reports from Sydney Airport.
Hundreds of people came out to the Sydney International Airport very early this morning to meet the Dalai Lama. Some queued here as early as 4 o'clock, and they were not disappointed when His Holiness walked out. He greeted so many of the crowd as he walked along to get into his car to leave. He spoke to some people while he was here, and this is a little bit of what he said.
Australian, also part of 7 billion human beings, we are same. Emotionally, mentally, physically, except some different color. Otherwise, we are same human being. So we need pay more attention about our inner value, irrespective whether believer or non-believer. Because you see, this inner value is the source of our calm mind.
Now, surprisingly to some, perhaps, the Dalai Lama was escorted by an entourage, and among them was the actor Richard Gere. I spoke to him as he walked out as well. He said that he's been a follower for a long time.
Well, it's very rare teaching that His Holiness is giving. Very high teaching, experiential, something extraordinary. So it's worth coming this far.
Will you be with him for his entire tour?
Yeah.
Now, while the airport is relatively empty now, there were hundreds of people here earlier this morning keen to catch a glimpse of the Dalai Lama, and they said that it was a very momentous and a very important day for them.
He's a Buddhist leader, and I believe him and I love him. Not only I'm a Tibetan, as a human being, he's such an exemplary for everybody.
Oh, he's such an important part of their culture. They're half Tibetan, and growing up in Australia without being able to go safely to Tibet, it's really important to have that little bit of living Tibet and compassion in their lives. So even if they just get to see him, you know, and be in the same room with him, it's a really special, important time for them to connect because they can't go to Tibet.
I feel so happy. I was so excited to meet the Dalai Lama here.
The Dalai Lama will spend a number of days in the Blue Mountains before heading to Brisbane, where he'll take part in a multi-faith service. He'll also visit Uluru for the first time and finish his 12-day tour in Perth.
Rachel Pupazzoni reporting there from Sydney.